So we are. You guys are an adventuring company, or the bureau, I think we called it in our last game. A Feywild investigation company, and you go out on missions and kind of find the creatures that go bump in the night, and send them back to whatever the plane they came from. Obviously, you're all quite well-established adventurers. Level 13. You've been on quite a few jobs. You've each got your own kind of storied past that you've been through. But in this situation, you have been called out to investigate the disappearance of one of your own. A member of the Bureau has gone missing. Myastan. He is a bit of a scholar, and he went to a city called Tashluta to research or try and gain the aid of an oracle who.
What was the name again?
The name of the oracle? Or the name Myastan.
Myastan.
Mm-hmm. You were asked to head out to Tashluta. Tashluta was where he went to kind of track down the oracle. But you don't have much more information than he went to talk to the prefect at the Temple of the All-Seeing Eye, and that was kind of the last time he was heard of. After that, he didn't make his next check-in. So you've all travelled for several days across land to reach Tashluta. It was a horribly enduring trek through desert landscapes, but you arrive at this lush desert oasis city of Tashluta. It's got kind of freestanding water pools and lush kind of greenery all around. A stark contrast to the wind-blown and windswept desert that you've been trekking through for the last couple of days. The dominating structure of Tashluta is all centered around this massive temple in the middle of the town, the Temple of the All-Seeing Eye. So that makes your job a bit easier in that you can very quickly see where you need to go. And as you approach, you can see a whole bunch of monks in yellow robes, all with similar iconography of this big eye. Is kind of the only symbol that they wear. The massive temple building has a huge golden dome, you're kind of free to explore. I don't have a map until I'll change it to the map when we get to a place that has a map, but I guess we could probably be better to start with introductions. What do people see when the adventurers walk into town? We'll start with Ignis, because yours is the first character that's on the screen.
So his Ignis is a kobold. He's about 2 foot tall. Scaly, looks much like a dragon, kind of like red scales. And there's an even smaller dragon, a pseudo dragon, his familiar, that follows him around and flies near his head and actually speaks for Ignis. So anytime Ignis speaks, it comes from his pseudo dragon, who is called Dingle. Dingle looks absolutely terrified. He clearly wants to be free of this maniac that's living through him, but he doesn't have any power to do anything about it. And that's Ignis, little dragon, bit of a mad, crazed look in his eye. A bit of a freaky looking dude.
Nice. He's probably got his hood pulled right up because kobolds don't like the sun too much.
Yes. Yeah, he's not feeling great out in the sun.
Yeah.
And he's carrying a magic lamp and a sickle with him.
Nice. Very cool. The next in line is Flopsy Cottontail. What do people see?
Yes, so she is 5'8", including her ears. Very important. Ears stand straight up. She's Snow White with gray dappled fur and a very pink nose.
I'm not picking that.
And she has a symbol of Isis hanging around her neck. And when I say Isis, I don't mean a character. I mean the Egyptian goddess. Just any clarification there. Yeah, and she's wearing very fine scale mail as well, and she carries like a Zulu weapon, and a small sickle on her side.
Nice, very cool. Next in line is Hoots Magoots, and what have you named your mount?
So it's actually Sir Hoots Magoots.
Sir Hoots Magoots.
It's and he comes striding into town atop of his owlbear mount, Stephen. His faithy mount. What you notice about him, he is very looks like a tawny frogmouth. Very dark in complexion with his feathers, very sunken eyes, but generally smiley dude. Compared to his previous master being a headsman for a local town, as an executioner. He has very sunny disposition, very positive disposition. But yeah, he's just dark skin. Probably would say he's about 5'8". Has a massive halberd off his back, on his back.
Cool.
Yeah, he's quite chatty. He loves to explore and see new people. Yeah.
Excellent. Cool. And last but not least, Axel Broadblade.
Yeah, you see a gruff-looking dwarf with red-tinged hair wavy through the lumps of it stuck to his forehead and around his neck due to the sweat that he excludes from his daily exercises. When looking closer, you can see the withered face with wrinkles around his eyes, but when it comes to the eyes, you can see a calmness in them, almost at ease with knowledge through his life where it fits within the world. His knowledge of that. He has 2 hand axes on either side of him against his hips and a warhammer strapped to his back, with a shield on his right shoulder for easy access with his left hand. He has his god's symbol etched on the shield and a matching holy symbol hanging around his neck. He wears chainmail and stands with a sureness in his gait as he waits, as the others trundle past him.
Fantastic. All right. So you approach the temple of the All-Seeing Eye, and you as you kind of pass through the main doorways, you kind of look up, and inside the building. It's a big reprieve from the harsh sunlight outside. It's quite cool inside the building. Big open space, and very very high roof that goes up to the domed ceiling, all covered with this iconography, and just about everywhere, in gold leaf and various kind of elaborate marble designs. You see just off to the side of the entrance, there's kind of a priest sitting at a large table. Her forehead has a big eye tattooed in the middle of it. Her dark green hair is close cropped, with a mark kind of shaved into her hair. She looks up as you enter the building. Oh, I got music. I should have had the music going this whole time. Damn it. Well, welcome to the Temple of the All-Seeing Eye. How may I help you?
Close it in, yeah.
Yeah. Hoots. Yes. Well, we're here to track down Oracle. We're here from the Bureau. The Bureau. No. the Bureau.
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 Brewery. We're here from the brewery.
We're from the Bureau. There was a person sent before us. Maisten was his name? Do you know anything about him?
Maisten. She consults a large tome in front of her and quickly leafs through names, flips the page, looking through some names. Yes, Maisten. Yes, he arrived just last week. And he was intending to speak with the Oracle Valen Sarnester. He appears not to have returned from Valen's sanctum.
Oh, do you know why? Have you heard any rumors? We would love to get him back.
Valen is a powerful prophet. She is known to all who serve Savras. She's a great inspiration for our work here at the temple. Would you like to go to see her? Would you like to join your friend Maisten at her temple?
Oh. Yes, I think that would be great. We would love to speak to her, see if she knows where he went.
Yes, take it.
Very good.
How about you, Ingus? Pick the one person
Yes.
eating.
Yeah, I know. Yes, I think she should take us to this temple.
She
Find him.
She looks back down at her book. It would appear that the High Priestess, Zemru, has restricted passage through to Valen's sanctum. You will have to ask for permission from the High Priestess before I can take you to the sanctum.
These rules, so bureaucratic.
Where do we find her then?
I will take you there. And she hops up from her desk and quickly leads you through some winding passageways, upstairs, and down a long kind of wing of the enormous building, until you reach a large double door. She announces your names before you enter, and says, just through these doors. Zemru will see you now. You can see a very lavish kind of office space, a big oak desk piled with books and paperwork. You can see that lining every wall of this room is libraries or bookshelves of just packed with tomes, thick, heavy tomes. A rather bookish sage in the similar kind of yellow robes with a kind of gold sash looks up from what she's doing. Welcome, It seems that you want to visit Valen's sanctum. I must urge you to be cautious. We received a book from a mysterious book, and an even more mysterious inscription, which has led us to led us to sanction off the sanctum. She slides across. I hear you are from the bureau. Perhaps you would want to have a look at this. She hands over, or she pushes across the desk, this big jeweled case with a thick book inside of it. The cover reads "The Canopic Being."
Flopsy, would you like to have a read of this?
What is it? What language is it in?
It is written in common.
Even better.
Would you like to have a quick leaf through to kind of get an idea of what it is? Get the idea? If you would like to do that, roll me an investigation check.
See if you can read.
Read. I'm very good at insight.
Oh, 3.
I'm very bad at investigation.
You pick up the big tome and you start flipping through the pages, but it's all a bit above your head. You just see like you stop and have a look at a couple of large illustrations, and you just can't make heads or tails of it. It just looks like being a Harangon, a bunny person, you're not familiar with human anatomy, and you're just like, I don't know what this is all about. This doesn't make much sense. But there's pictures of people.
Lots of pictures of.
Dingle flies forward. Hey, that book.
Flopsy, I would have done it myself, but I get bored reading sometimes. You know how it gets.
Did you want to roll an investigation? Oh, nice. Okay.
No, I have a -1 investigation, right?
I was talking about Ignis. That's all right. Yeah. So you take a flip through, and you immediately kind of get the feeling that this is a book describing rituals relating to the creation of some kind of higher power or a godlike entity. It talks about canopic jars, magically preserving organs through living humanoids, gaining control of people. It's all quite intense and horrific, fairly horrific kind of rituals that need to be conducted. And as you flip through, you come to a page at the back of the book, which has a list of names. And this list of names catches your eye because all of your names are included at the bottom of the list. And just above your names is Mayastan Sadar, which is the person you're looking for. And above them, several other names that you're not familiar with: Alessia Basir, Zemri Thal, Zeren Zeradius, and Okuzor. But these are all names that are listed in the back of the book.
Where did you pre-scan? Fire around names.
Um,
Slash assist.
there is a note that comes with it. The high priest slides this note across the table. When we began this journey, only the oracle of the all-seeing orb, the great veil in Sarnasta, had an inkling where it might lead. It is my honor to have been selected as the first donor and recipient. By giving Valen a piece of myself and receiving a piece of her in return, I can help the fate of the world unfold as she has foreseen. It is my honor to protect the oracle in her sanctuary, ensuring that only donors and recipients may visit her. I have no need of the right of reclamation, for I believe in the vision and perfection of Valen Sarnasta. For clarity's sake, I offer this record of the procedures performed on the donors and recipients whose fates and organs are now bound to the oracle. May she serve the all-seeing for centuries to come. In transparency, Zemruthal, High Priest of Savras, House of the All-Seeing Orb, Tashluta.
Yeah.
What are we, donors?
It seems that they want a piece of us.
I think they want to give.
They could have a feather, I guess, but I gave a piece to my god, and he gave me these powers, and I use them for good. But I feel like it's something much, much more than that. They want my body.
I'm not sure, as Axel strokes his beard, but they're not getting any part of my beard, that's for sure.
Love it.
Is this priest not saying anything?
Yes. When I had a look through and saw about harvesting organs and all of this nonsense, I immediately sanctioned off the sanctum. I haven't allowed anyone else in. I'm glad the Bureau is here. I don't know what to do.
Well, it's something in your... I don't know much about your religion, but is canopic jars or harvesting organs a part of it?
No. Savras. You can fact check this if you want to roll a religion check, but Savras is a god of wisdom and intelligence. We have no such barbaric rituals in our culture. We are here to preserve and worship knowledge.
I feel like this might be building up to something, and I'm scared that it might control and overwhelm here once it spreads, or if they collect enough bodies or power.
Yes, my fears exactly.
How did they find them?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just asking the priest if.
You cut out just at the end there.
Oh, sorry. I was just asking the priest if.
Oh my god, it keeps cutting out right when you say it.
Mine. I'll try and fix.
Sorry, dude.
Sorry.
It literally just cuts out right when you say the important bit. Okay, so
This is not the high priest that we're talking to, though.
yeah,
is it?
at the moment, yeah, the high priest.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It's the same one that signed this. No.
No. So this is.
Okay.
You can only assume that this might be a new high priest, but this is not the one who signed the note.
Yeah. Nice.
Can you make heads of... Do you know much about this religion, Foxy?
I can. Yeah. Let's see if I might be able to roll a bit better on religion. Nope, I'm still really bad. Don't know about my religion.
16's not bad for religion.
16's not too bad.
Yeah, but there's no bonus to that with pure luck.
The bonus is that you're a cleric, so that's a bonus. All right, so yeah, I mean, the religion here at this temple that you're currently at, I mean, all of the iconography and stuff is about Savras, like the all-seeing eye. It's about knowledge, foresight, and you would know that they're all about the preservation of knowledge, but also about you know, divining and attempting to tell the future as well. You would know that a big temple like this would have, you know, kind of libraries of prophecies and things like that, from prophets and seers like this Valen Sarnester must be. So you would say that I mean, you guys don't necessarily know what religion Valen Sarnester is following either. So that's about all the information you can get at this stage.
I know you've warned us, but I think we need to find out ourselves what's going on down there.
Yes, I would appreciate your help in this matter. It is rather delicate. You must understand, Valen is one of the most prolific and gifted prophets who has ever come through the Temple of the All-Seeing Eye. Her ability to yeah, roll an insight check. Go for it.
That's something I can do.
Wow, plus 10. Plus 10. Yeah, I mean, from what you can tell, she truly believes that Valen is you know, a very powerful prophet or seer, that potentially once worked alongside her or something. She seems to know Valen, possibly personally. But you know, she's very nervous, the High Priest. She's kind of sweating. She's obviously troubled by what's going on and what she's read. Yes, this you should be careful. I can let you into the sanctum, but the sanctum that Valen now calls home, it used to be a training ground for young acolytes, and it still has some of the old training. Not
Paraphernalia?
the task, yeah, like trials. Some of the old trials are still present in the sanctum, and they can be quite testing. So be cautious as you progress through the sanctum. With that, she stands up and she kind of brings out a huge ring of keys, and you get led down and down and down, downstairs back to ground floor, and then down a spiraling staircase way down below the temple. The air becomes dank and dusty. Ignis feels a bit more at home, with walls close around you and the darkness closing in. The way down is still lit by Everflame kind of torches with this kind of greenish glow. And as you progress further and further down, you reach a a lower kind of basement level with several caged rooms. The High Priestess pulls out a very large iron key and unlocks one of the cages. Inside, yeah.
Before we go in there, is besides the training modules and stuff, is there anything else we need to be prepared for, or any information?
Yeah, like, did everybody get out?
Valen is very secretive. She's kept to herself since leaving the Temple of the All-Seeing Eye. She found it stifling here. She claimed that we were below her and that her vision was being clouded by our constant prattling and noise. She needed to get out and away from the hustle and bustle to do her best work. But we haven't heard much from her since going to the temple.
Oh, so she was one of those uppity ones, was it?
There's a big kind of resigned sigh. Yes. Valen used to be so promising, but I think notoriety got to her head a bit.
Well, fear not, we'll find Valen, and if needed, we'll kill her.
Oh dear.
Well, that's a bit dark, isn't it? Hang on.
Who's my colleague?
Excuse his manners. Sometimes he favors death, but we'll try our best. But I'm trying to think. Well, I had a question I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Forgot it. Sorry. Moving on.
Right.
Jeez, they call me gruff.
Do what needs to be done. That's always been the case.
That's true. That's true. You have done that.
Do our best to save.
As she unlocks the grill around this cage, at the back of the room there's this large archway, and as she unlocks the gate, the archway fills with this blue mist. Step through the archway and you will be teleported to Valen's sanctum.
Two questions quickly. Did she have any people follow her into here?
Yes. Her most trusted aide, Alessia, was with her from the beginning. After that, there were the other names in the book. I can't find where it is now.
That's all right. And how do we get out if this is a teleporting portal?
Great question.
Good question, Boots.
I'd like to be protected. Sometimes you need to protect your tail feather.
As far as I know, the other side of the portal is always open. This side we can open and close with the portal keys.
Mm-hmm.
Guess we're going through then.
Oh, just one other thing. Just before we go.
Yeah, go for it.
Does that mean... Does Valen have any of the portal keys?
She may well do. She's crafty and intelligent and possessed with a godly level of foresight. It is likely she will be prepared for your arrival. Whatever that may mean.
I would say so. If she's got foresight, then she'll probably see us coming.
Yes. She'll keep you on your toes. Be careful in there.
I don't have toes.
Technically, they still fight.
Hoots, it's a manner of speaking. It's okay.
Ah, makes sense.
All right. You step through the portal and arrive in. There's a kind of you all get this kind of queasy feeling as you are transported through time and space, and with a whirl and a spinning motion, you all land on a sandy floor in a small, not too small room, kind of 30 feet by 30 feet room. The walls are somewhat translucent. They're made of some kind of crystalline substance, and through the walls you can see floating eyes, not like gemstone eyes in as the symbol of Savras, and they just seem to be floating in nothingness. There's just this black nothingness out there with these floating eyes. You can see, like, if you pressed up against the crystal walls, you could kind of see large abstract shapes out there. But anyone who has proficiency in Arcana can roll an Arcana check.
I have something of an arcanist myself, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're not familiar with this dimension, but you're aware that this is like a pocket dimension or an alternate dimension to your own, which is quite apparent from kind of what you're seeing out there. There's a door leading to a corridor just ahead of you.
Hey, Hoots, look, the eyes follow you. As Axel moves from side to side. And...
Yes, they do. They do.
Stupid question maybe, but who's the giant chap at the top of the room?
That's Hoots Meets Stephen. That's Stephen.
It's Stephen.
Why did you bring Stephen? Okay.
Stephen's my mount.
I'm gonna go and.
He's an owlbear.
Of course, yes.
There was a level 4 spell that says summon mount, and I was like, sure. I messaged right beforehand. I was like, hey, can I summon him beforehand? And he was like, okay.
You have to drag him around the whole time. You're moving him up the touch.
You can just hop on. Have a nap.
So that's the door there.
Yeah, there's a door leading out of the room.
He also has intelligence, so he can speak to him. He speaks back to me.
Mm-hmm.
He speaks common.
You can speak to him telepathically from
Pretty cool.
from super far away. It's wild.
I can speak to him to like a kilometer.
Yeah,
I can
it's
speak to him
nuts.
telepathically in common. He understands common.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Just gonna go and hide a Stephen. Jax.
He reaches out his paw and shakes your hands.
You can see down the. You can see through the door that there's a yellow-robed figure waiting for you just down the hallway.
Oh, I see.
I whisper. I whisper. I think there's two ways we can approach this: the friendly way,
Thank you.
or go loud. Or go loud. How does everyone feel about that?
I think the friendly way, at least first.
Don't want to. You don't want to tell Stabby McStabby over there.
Oh, Ignis. Oh, yeah, he
There's a gentleman there.
that's
I'm pretty
very
sure
true.
that's it. Let me see if I can talk to him.
Yes, I agree, Flipsy. I think the best would be the friendly way now before we let Stabby McStab have his way.
Which one's Stabby McStab? Is that me?
I think that's you.
I don't even have a dagger.
I know you're perpetuous. Sorry, what's that?
What does he look like again?
The person down the hallway, or
Yes.
it's a woman. It's a young woman in priestly robes. It's fairly similar to the monks you saw at the Temple of the All-Seeing Eye. The yellow kind of floor-length robe. She's standing kind of patiently, just like arms folded in front of her, just waiting.
Okay. I'll call out to her and say, hello.
Oh, visitors. Welcome. She comes walking towards you.
Wonderful.
Welcome to Valen's Sanctum. Are you here to see the prophet?
Yeah.
Oh, splendid. She awaits you in her sanctum. Unfortunately, Valen is a bit of a traditionalist, and she likes people to make their way through the sanctum by themselves. Kind of rite of passage. She doesn't like to be bothered by ignorance and people who cannot pass the simple acolyte tests.
Yes, that makes perfect sense.
It does not.
Axel thrusts his hand out and says, "My name's Axel. What's yours?"
Forgive
Ready
me.
for a shake.
Forgive me. Forgive me. My name is Alessia Basia. I am the custodian of Valen's Sanctum, if you will. And she kind of hesitantly reaches her hand out and awkwardly kind of shakes your hand.
Quite
So you,
title to be the custodian of all that is here. It's a large responsibility. You must be very close to Valen.
Yes, my age may appear deceiving. Time doesn't flow all the same way here in the Sanctum.
Oh, interesting.
How
I
old are
believe
you?
you have a friend that also came down this way at one point.
Yes, what was his name?
How do you pronounce his name?
Mayastan. Mayastan. Yes, I believe he went to see the prophet. He passed through this way several days ago.
Oh,
I believe
that's good.
he must either still be in the sanctum with Valen, or he has joined us here in the temple for an extended stay, perhaps.
Well, extended stay sounds quite nice.
Yes, it is a place of great power and knowledge.
Yes, I imagine. And I'm guessing your acolyte activities and tests are very similar to other acolyte activities.
They are a remnant of a previous organization who worked out of this sanctum before we came along. There's they are interesting. I do not wish to say too much, lest you get an unfair advantage.
But
Not true.
my question for you is, how old are you, and why do you follow the High Priestess? You seem very loyal.
Yes, Valen is going to bring us into a new age of knowledge and enlightenment. Her powers exceed that of any prophet before her. So one
You do
second.
realize that Balin is a cult leader, right? He's gone. Probably good time.
Sorry, no. Sorry, I was just saying goodnight to Soph. A cult leader.
Have you thought about this?
No.
A little suspicious what she does, isn't it?
It's really just me down here most of the time. I don't see us as much of a cult. She is very wise and can see many different strands of the web that makes up the future. She has made great and powerful predictions and is, if I am to believe what I am told, she is working on something particularly special that is going to bring about, as I said, a new age of enlightenment.
We've read something of the rituals that she performed, and they don't seem ethical.
I have not been witness to any of her rituals.
Must be outer circle.
Yeah, it seems like you have a lot of time for her, but she doesn't have a lot of time for you.
Oh no, I wouldn't bother the great Valen. I am far beneath her worries.
But that's what friends do. They make time for each other. It's not a one-way street.
She almost blushes and says, "Oh, the prophet Valen, a friend. Oh, I wouldn't dream it."
Well, we were told that you were her assistant.
Yes. I do my best to keep the place in order, serve her foods when she.
Oh, like a slave, sort of servant type individual.
I'm sure, Ignis, that they've got their friendship in a certain level, no?
Oh, it sounds like a very close personal friendship that you have with her. It tells you everything from the sounds of it.
Of course she would. You know, that's why she's the assistant. She'd be helping out with all the things that they do to everyone. I mean, obviously, you know, the foreseeing of all of us coming down here.
What things does she tell about when you two get together and chat? Talk about.
There's she speaks of our great future together. She speaks of us leaving this sanctum and ruling over over the lands and bringing about a powerful new age.
Does that mean you don't think that we're in a good age right now?
There is much injustice and poverty in the world. With the power of absolute foresight, with the power of a god of wisdom on our side, nothing could stop us. We could change the world.
But don't we have lots of gods that are gods of wisdom right now?
Yes.
I see what you're saying, Flopsy.
They are so
Do we have too many?
They are so distant. Imagine a god walking among us. Imagine that we had the power to decide our own fates, to reshape the web of the future.
Oh, I see, but surely this might mean quite a cataclysmic shift, shall we say?
Armageddon.
This is why Valen has spent so long in contemplation and meditation. She is consulting every possible alternative and every possible future. Quite a weighty endeavor.
And giving everyone free will, of course.
Oh.
Not having slaves at all.
Oh, there's never like I support slaves in the New World Order.
Couldn't possibly. I'm sure. I'm sure Valen has thought it all out very thoroughly.
Oh, I think she has. Yeah. Let's go see this fanatic then.
You lead the way, right?
This lovely priestess, Ignis. Come on, you've got this.
No, I get a long day. I'm the only sort of, probably say, agnostic in a group full of clerics and paladins. So, sometimes I get a bit triggered.
Please, see yourselves into the sanctum. If you feel the need, or if you would like some light refreshments before you continue on into the temple, I can provide some for you. Or if you would like to get straight to the challenges ahead, then please be my guest. And she kind of moves up ahead and kind of steps back out of the way, so you can go past.
No,
I don't know you, so I don't know what type of refreshments you have. Sorry.
I'll eat.
Stephen squeezes through the doorway. Walking up the hallway with his big bulky butt. What's the kind of marching order moving down the corridor?
I'm happy to lead.
I'll go towards the back.
Oh, if you lead, Hoots, then we can't. Oh, okay.
No one can see around Stephen.
Stephen will take up the rear. He's fine.
Right, Stephen's going at the back. Okay, no worries. You should have control to move Stephen as well, I think.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, you can explore as you want. The priestess is just kind of standing in front of the door to that room would be open at the moment. It's just just a small room. As you pass by, you can see there's like a little bed and a cupboard and stuff in there. It's pretty simple.
Rowan, could you? I forgot to ask. Could you whip me up a little pseudo dragon?
Oh, pseudo dragon. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's do that.
Tell you before.
Can I roll some perception to see what's down this hallway, if anything looks unusual?
No problemo.
I can be very perceptive.
Hey, Hoots, have you ever heard in mazes you always go left? Is that right? I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, natural 20.
Very perceptive.
It's a 30 perception. Jeez.
10.
The natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah, you can see right down the hallway to a large room at the end. You can see there's lots of reflective surfaces in the room at the end. As you kind of move down the hallway, you can see up above you a large crystalline structure sitting on a kind of platform in the middle of a room up here. It looks like there might even be something inside the crystal, but you're not sure if it's just the kind of light playing tricks with your eyes.
Ooh. Guys, look at that.
Oh, what is that?
Do you think Hoots?
Alice, what is that crystal? Is that all your magic power stored in there? Is that...
You crack it?
Why don't you go and find out?
That doesn't sound ominous. Get over here.
Oops.
Whoa!
That's a big.
Told you it was ominous. Giant dragon.
Yes.
if we want some more answer out of her, I've got a way that we could get more answers out of her.
Is it Zone of Truth? Because I love that spell. He trying to turn Steve.
A waterboarder.
So Red hoots and goes, "You know what it was? That's very good."
It's not a dragon.
Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just getting this pseudo dragon set up.
Thank you.
Just give me a minute. What do you want to do? Do you want to go back and question her some more, or?
Monster could just save.
Far away, isn't she?
She's just down the corridor.
Yeah, she's not far away at all.
That also one.
Yeah.
Good kid.
What do people think?
We should just go and touch it. With it, what it is.
How about this?
By all means, off you go, Ignis.
You go touch it, and if something bad, we'll heal you right back up. And it's 2 thumbs up.
I got a better idea. I'm going to control Dingle.
Yeah. 2 seconds, I'm
Can I get
almost
Dingle to
done,
touch it?
and then you can do it. Where are you? Ignis, that's it.
Oh, rush. Be sure. It's like 2 of us.
Okay, hopefully got it now.
That was actually us then.
Dingle's going to fly over and just. I'm inhibiting his.
Mm-hmm.
Just fly over and just touch it.
Sit on it. Touch.
Short.
Okay.
Alright, 2.
That's interesting. When he touches the crystal,
One.
actually, that's a better question. As soon as he enters the area, because you can feel what he feels, or can you
Yeah.
only see? I'd assume you could feel.
Pretty sure all of my senses are experienced.
So when you enter, when he enters the area, when he kind of crosses this threshold, kind of entering the the room, you can feel a pulse of kind of energy coming from the crystal, and his movement gets slowed drastically, and then but it doesn't kind of stop him. And then if he continues and lands on the crystal, then a big creature appears, and you can only see for a moment before before his lights get snuffed out, but you see something big and sandy appear, and then just your connection to the pseudo dragon just gets severed.
Is the pseudo dragon still there, or
No, it's dead.
All right.
Oh.
I'll re-summon him later.
What happened, Ignis?
What if I cast the barrier? Anti-life shell around it.
Anti-life shell.
What?
What is that a reaction? Can you?
It's a shimmering barrier, extends out from me in a 10-foot radius, moves with us, and it hedges out all other creatures, undead and constructs, prevents any affected creatures from passing or reaching, and any affected creature, but they can cast spells or make attacks within range.
Actually, sorry to interrupt, Chad, but I have a reaction that grants resistance to my familiar against the type of it was hit by.
It has 7. It has 7 HP. Your pseudo dragon.
Okay,
so halving the damage is not gonna stop it. I'm afraid.
Are you sure? Yeah, cool. Sorry.
how about now, Roy? Are you sure?
Sorry, I'm just checking that anti-life shell.
Did he
That's
just die walking under it?
He got crushed by something big. And you like being in the corridor down below, you would see some like a big ball of sand just kind of hit it and it dies.
What is it? Can we make a roll to see if we have any knowledge of this thing?
Yeah, sure. We could roll.
We roll.
Take the sum of 3, 2, 1. No, there's 3.
Maybe.
A little bit more than acolyte level.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like it.
Yeah.
It could be Arcana. It could be Survival, Nature. I'd probably accept any of those.
Okay. I shall write.
Survival. That's pretty decent.
Wait.
It would appear to be some kind of construct, or some creature, some kind of guardian, that has been set. I mean, it's pretty clear that something's been set to guard this crystal, and that touching it triggered an attack. But you saw something big. Like it's not enough to get like a name of the creature or anything like that. But it was like a big kind of sand golem of some kind.
Okay, so he only died because he touched.
All that.
It was immediately after he touched it. He got whacked with something.
Yeah, so maybe we can like skirt around it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like touching it again might be a bad idea.
Maybe we'll just walk around it a bit.
Yeah. Do you approach, head into the room?
Is there another?
I'm gonna go down to the end of this hallway to see what's down there.
Yeah, you can either go up into that room or you can head down the hallway. All right. So, heading into the room at the end, the crystal floor, walls, and ceiling of this room are obscured by hanging mirrors, whose brightness intensifies as they catch your reflection. So this is basically like this whole room is filled with a massive mirror maze. So you can attempt to navigate the mirror maze. It is very quickly, and it's like no mirror maze you've like obviously magically constructed. It just makes it 1,000 times worse than any kind of carnival sideshow mirror maze that you've ever been in.
Gotcha.
And it's immediately kind of dizzying to look at as your reflections kind of multiply and go off in different directions. Do you kind of try and step into the maze?
No, I was just seeing what was down there first and
cool.
foremost.
No
To
worries.
just sort of bring back information to the group.
Yeah.
Okay, so either we can go to the terrifying mirror maze or the terrifying magic diamond. How do people feel about this?
I feel like the diamond.
I'm leaning towards the diamond. We know we can't touch it. So
So no touchy.
just go around it. So can I resummon another pseudo dragon?
Yeah. Go for it. Just uncross him. Oop. You're back.
Call this one Keith.
All right, follow me. And Hoot starts like cautiously making his way up here.
Yeah, you get that same wave of energy wash over you as you enter the room. It just slows your movement to this kind of sluggish pace. But you can see from here,
And
directly across at the back of the room, there's a large double door, but there's also an open exit to this room headed west as well.
Hoot's is gonna make
Flopsy,
it down the hallway.
as you kind of get closer, you can now make out the the thing that you saw inside the crystal looks like a sword, or the hilt of a sword inside the crystal.
No touchy.
Sorry guys, I'll be
okay.
right back.
No worries.
No,
You just
where's Hoots going? He
scoot
was up to
around
the
the.
west?
I think he scooted around up to the west. Looks like.
yeah.
That way.
Axel will have a look at the hilt of the sword, but won't
touch
won't go
anything.
near
Yeah,
the
that's okay.
crystal or
Yeah, you
touch
can
the
roll
crystal,
investigation.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, my investigation's shit.
Yeah, it's kind of cloudy, but all you can see is that it's just the hilt of a hilt of. You can make it out. It's this kind of red tinted crystal, and it's now that it's kind of been pointed out to you, you can just you just can't make out much more. It's too hard to see through the crystal.
No, it could be dwarven, mate. I'm not sure. I have no idea.
Okay.
Flopsy's like, okay, I don't care. Going around.
That's fine. That's a sword and a crystal.
Yeah.
Let's move.
It's good.
But it could be very important.
Maybe not at this moment.
I think it's a trap. We saw what happened to my
Yes,
little,
it's
my little
probably
buddy.
a trap. But good point. Is it?
Well, we can either go down this corridor or we can go through the double doors.
That's correct.
You don't want me to have a look at the door? See through it? Under it?
You're definitely feeling the pressure of this this kind of energy emanating from the crystal. As long as you're in this room, all of you are kind of shuddering and trembling as you trying to physically move. It's like you're moving through liquid. It's difficult to move around, and it's uncomfortable being in here.
Let's go to the
get
west.
out. Keep going.
Western corridor. Hoots was already part of the way in there.
I'd say he'd still want to be leading the way. Just a very long passageway. I'll keep the kind of perception check from earlier. You don't see anything kind of untoward until you reach a fork in the passage up a bit further. Again, there's a passageway that heads north, or to the west there's another large double door.
Axel make his way over to the double door.
Yeah, you can see faint.
Too close.
You can see faint swirls of steam. This kind of dark steam, just licking their way out under the door as you approach. Did you want to open the door?
So this just looks like dark steam, does it?
Yep.
It looks like this door's smoking. It could be hot.
You know who loves hot things? Keith. Keith, get in there.
Get in there. Poor Keith.
Okay.
So you're
Why do you think I brought him?
you're opening the door.
I'm not Keith.
Keith,
Where's my character?
Keith is unable to open doors. I've been moving him up with the group. Like you're just up
Thank
to
you.
the north a bit.
What good are you,
Again,
Keith?
Stephen and Flopsy are getting left behind.
Yeah, Flopsy, come on, Flopsy.
I'm gonna berate Keith for a few minutes for not being able to open doors. Like that's engineering 101.
He's not that
We
strong.
we shoved you into the crystal.
She shoved me into the crystal.
No.
Oh, That sounds
Well, I mean, Keith could press himself against it, and he could at least tell you that the door's not hot. It's just
That's great. Thank
slightly
you,
too.
Keith.
It's just slightly too heavy for him to push open.
Does Keith talk with an English accent?
All right, Gav.
It does, Gav.
like Keith Richards.
Who's the smoke coming through this door?
The pseudo stones.
Good one. I'll just open the bloody door. I'm hot.
I'll give you the. I'll help you.
Yeah, like it's not heavy for you guys. It's just too much for a familiar. Dark swirls of noxious steam fill this circular chamber. The floor is taken up. It's full of steam. Like, it's not that you can't see. It's just lightly obscured. The floor is taken up mostly by a large reflecting pool. Runes carved into the pool's rim glow faintly, and heat shimmers off the water, which seems to be. I'm just going to keep running with Cottontail's bloody nat 20 and like. I think she has a she's got a passive of 20, so she can definitely see that the water in the pool seems fetid and corrupted and foul. On the far side of the pool's edge, a figure is moving in the swirling mist. Two bright eyes pierce the fog, and you can see this large crystalline body standing in the pool.
Illegal.
Pardon?
Illegal. Yeah, hey guys, not too sure about this one.
I use my divine sense.
That's a good question. Because that reveals Fae, undead. Yeah, let's see. Celestials, fiends, undead. It doesn't show up with anything. Any of those things. It's quite clear that it is some form of construct. Its body appears to be entirely made out of crystal, and its eyes are glowing. I think I have a handout for these as well, maybe. Is there a handout for this? NPCs and creatures. Hard to find them. There it is. Oop. That's what it looks like. So it's clearly, I mean, given the information that you can determine that it's not a celestial, then it appears to be some kind of crystalline construct.
I think, guys, this might be one of the constructs or challenges the High Priestess told us about.
We have to defeat this crystal?
No, I think we outsmart it.
Does anyone have any sound-based attacks? It is made of crystal.
Yeah, oh.
Like clapping really loudly.
All of you
I
just...
do.
What have you got?
Let me see.
After a moment,
I have
By the way, my
cantrip.
polearm is...
yeah, that's cool.
I have a cantrip that allows me to like nifty, like a thunder, rumble of thunder, cry of the raven, or something like that.
After a moment of kind of standing in the doorway, uncertain, The construct steps forward toward the edge of the pool, lifts its large legs over the edge of the pool, steps out, and stops only a couple of feet in front of Axel. And it speaks in a kind of echoey, very distant sounding voice. Its lips don't move when it speaks, but the sound seems to be emanating from the construct in some kind of way. Hello. Welcome to my sanctum. What is it you seek?
We seek one of our own.
Maestan.
Thank you.
Are you Valen?
I just like you straightforward.
There's a chuckle. No, this is Okazor. But he speaks for me.
So
You're sorry.
Is this Okazar is your familiar?
You could say that, yes.
Neat.
I
Pretty
think this is just.
familiar.
I think Flopsy, this is just one of his many constructs he can talk through.
Valen's a woman.
This is correct.
Come on, boys. When she gets excited, her little teeth come out like buck teeth, and her nose goes to the top.
Just starts twitching.
Adorable.
Yeah.
Where have you taken our friend, Valen? I can't remember their name.
Maestan.
Alice.
Maestan. Gesundheit.
Maestan
Yeah,
came.
we were looking for Maestan. We heard he came through this way. Weren't sure if he was like just hanging out as a long-term guest. Or not.
Maestan did come seeking knowledge. Come, it is rude of me. We should speak in person.
Oh, that'd be very nice.
And the construct starts stomping its way towards you, and lightly kind of brushes you out of the way, and then starts heading back down this way.
I follow.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just teleport you all down. just
protect.
just don't move for a sec. I'll just move you all down. It's just a bit easier.
As this happening, I don't have message or whisper or anything like that.
And then the construct opens the double door, and the double door at the far end as well, leading you through into. Oops, he would be at the back. Here at the front. In the middle somewhere. Something like that. I don't know. Whatever. Close enough.
I pray to Isis to give us clarity and lead us through no harm.
Excellent.
I pray to Horan for poetic justice.
roll a religion check, Flopsy.
Like hell yeah.
Not very
Oh
good.
my god.
No.
Paladin.
I'm a paladin.
Or cleric.
I'm a cleric. I'm very good at religion. I didn't study very hard.
Don't worry, Flopsy. I think my religion's at a -1.
Yeah. So,
I just had lots and lots of like. I'm just like one of the lucky ones. That's all. Like a rabbit. I got 2 rabbits.
So you enter this enormous chamber, edged by a broad floor surrounding a sunken lower level gallery. So this is like a ramp leading down to a lower gallery. down there.
Mhm.
This is a upper ledge that goes all the way around, and the kind of ground floor that you're on.
There's some more constructs.
Yeah, the center of the lower level is a diamond-shaped pit that descends into darkness. Flanking the opening are 2 more of these crystalline constructs. The golem kind of leads you into the room and around and up. Do you
So
guys
is that what
just
we
keep
see
following?
as soon as the...
Yeah, you would see all of this in the room.
Yep.
You see, you can all see, and I mean, again, Flopsy's ridiculous passive perception. You kind of see, the other golems tracking your movement as you enter the room, and a moment before they kind of, as you kind of come up alongside them, Flopsy's sickle of warning cries out to you all a warning just before the Canopic golem's turn and attack. Roll initiative.
Luckily, we have Flopsy, eh?
Just in
Yes.
time.
Oh.
Lucky. You guys happen to be lucky too. Or you guys would know this. I also have a spell that has a sanctuary, which will like zap us out of any really bad situation, but you have to be near me.
Nice.
Or near me.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah,
have the
you've,
same spell.
yeah, you've got a lot of similar kind of spell pool. That's all right. It's a pretty good types of spells for being in here. To be
Oh, yeah.
honest. Awesome. So have we
It's a
got
pseudo dragon
Is
initiative.
there water? Is that right? There is water there or no?
No, there's no water.
Well,
So
the pool isn't there.
in the
The pool
diamond,
isn't there.
in the diamond bit, this is a massive drop, like 100 feet at least, drop down into this
Whoa.
big pit, and you can just make out the shape of an onyx black sarcophagus at the bottom of the pit.
Kate's initiative is.
So we were just...
Did that come through? Oh, you rolled the d20 for that.
Yeah, I rolled it in. Yeah.
Cool.
Stephen will go when I go. Stephen's there
Yeah, he
mostly for flavour.
I don't mind if you want to. He's a CR3 monster. You can use him.
Keith
He's
is
strong.
the flavor one. He can't do anything.
He's strong. Yeah, Keith can't do a whole lot.
Oh, it's hopeless.
Yeah. So the sickle cries out a word of warning into each of your minds. You've been adventuring together for some time, so you would kind of be aware that Flopsy has this magical sickle that kind of warns you of danger. Just before the kind of golems turn around, they all raise their hands as though and beads of light kind of appear in their palms, facing towards you. It's a very aggressive gesture, and the voice echoes from all 3 of them at once. I have seen what your coming means. This farce ends here. And as they all attack, Axel is the first to react.
So not.
So Axel, as a bonus action, will cast Shield of Faith.
Yep. Cool. Oh, sorry.
So he casts Shield of Faith on himself.
Yep. Perfect.
then moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 25
The one was.
up to here next to this golem, and as he's basically running, his little legs are pumping as fast as they can. He reaches up with his left hand, rips his shield down, and at the same time grabs his warhammer out and attacks the golem
Nice.
with his warhammer.
Fantastic.
14.
14. Will not hit. Clangs off the crystalline surface, not managing to make a dent at all.
Yep, so his second attack. 27.
27 definitely hits. Yeah, that's more like the level 13 gameplay.
So 7 damage.
So 7 damage. Excellent. Yeah, he kind of swings, and the first attack just kind of bounces off, and he's like, all right, bam, hits it harder. This time he manages to make a bit of a dent in it. Flopsy.
I will also, as a, do I get a bonus action? I do.
Yeah, if you've got a bonus action spell to use, go for it.
Shield of Faith as a bonus action. We'll do that.
Yep, on yourself, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep, cool. No
Shield of
problem.
Faith is such a broken spell.
It's pretty good. Just keep in mind, Shield of Faith is concentration, so you can't use any other concentration spells while that's active.
Oh, is it? Ooh, no, then maybe not. Yeah, no, because I wanted to then cast on these guys. Spirit Guardian?
Spirit Guardians, yeah. So Spirit Guardians is cast on yourself, I believe, and it's kind of like an aura around you that damages stuff.
I can designate any number of creatures to be unaffected, and any affected creature's speed is halved. And if it enters our area, it must make a wisdom throw. Or take 3d8 radiant damage.
Yep. Correcto.
It should make it lower. Yeah.
So that's...
Is that right?
Spirit
So
Guardians.
I won't cast Shield of Faith because
yeah.
concentration, is that right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. I'll do that one. I will
Yep.
cast.
So you would need to move within 15 feet of one of the golems to be affecting it. So
Am I not in the one here? Is that not close enough?
that's 20 feet to that one. So if you stood like here, I think maybe you could hit both of them. 1, 2, yeah, you could hit both of them if you stood here.
Sure. And I'll hold my bonus action of hopping.
Okay.
Get out of the way if they come at me.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Yeah, in order to hold an action, you need to be doing nothing else other than holding the action, which is fine. So
Okay.
that's all right though.
It's a racial bonus thing. So
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
I
know
know.
how it
Yeah,
works.
I know what it is. That's all right.
Okay.
So what you notice when you summon your spirit guardians, what kind of religion were you?
I'm a good person.
What was that? Sorry?
I follow ISIS.
ISIS.
I follow
Okay.
ISIS, and
Yeah, cool.
I'm a chaotic good.
So your divine power surrounds you, and the air around you kind of starts to glow. You obviously don't need to harm your allies as you use this ability, but the divine energy kind of lashes out at the golems as they're attempting to harm you. But you notice, unfortunately, I don't even need to roll a save for these guys. The spell just seems to just washes like water off of these golems. It doesn't hit them at all. It just washes over them, and kind of you can feel the radiant energy just dribbling down rather than hitting them. Hoots me
No, what
goots.
does that mean?
Hoots is, as a bonus action, going to cast Hunter's Mark
Cool.
on that one.
Cool. Yeah.
With pulling out their halberd, they are going to get within 10 feet of them and make an attack.
Cool.
Does a 26 hit?
Yes. Definitely.
Get 7
Yeah.
plus 6.
Nice.
13 on my first attack.
Cool. Solid.
And on my second attack, there's a crit.
Oh, nice. Nice. We'll do max damage and a damage roll for critical.
Cool. So it'd be 15 plus a D10 plus a. So it'd be 23.
23. Nice.
What about Hunter's Mark?
And then roll 2. Or get a 6 and a
29.
roll.
29, 31 damage. 32 damage.
32 damage.
Not too
Yikes.
bad.
That's huge.
So Hoots is a strength base, but it's very finesse how they fight with twirling their halberd and stuff like that.
Yeah, sick. It comes in spinning his halberd around his head, and bam, gets 2 really solid hits in. The second one seems to chip the carapace of this this golem.
45 damage.
Chips it. Yep. Chipped it. Ignis. These guys are no joke.
Sorry, it's us. Ignis is going to attack with pack tactics because he's got Keith standing next to him for moral support.
Yep.
Is he your emotionally support animal?
Oh no, I hate him. I despise him. I use these guys as cannon fodder. They're nothing. Just like worthless demons. But they're fine to die. So I'm going to Eldritch Blast the golden.
Did Hoots want to use his owlbear
Oh, sorry.
as well?
Yeah, might
Does
as well.
Stephen want to do something?
Yeah, Stephen is going to charge. How far can Stephen move?
Shift double click it to bring up its stat block. The token.
No.
It can move 40 feet. So I think it's just in range.
Yeah, I'm trying to think from like its tip. It's just in range. And to move.
You gotta make me an owlbear battle cry.
This cooing sound.
Ooh.
Wow. Cool. It's going to make.
So good.
It's gonna attack with its beak.
Yeah.
The 13 I assume won't hit.
No.
And does a 24 hit?
24 definitely hits.
He does 13 slashing.
13 slashing, that's decent. You can see Hoots and Steven fighting alongside. They're a dynamic duo who have been fighting together for some time. I would prefer that he wasn't a spell. That you just like found this owlbear cub and raised it.
I know. I would prefer
That
he
would be so
wasn't a
much
spell
cooler.
too.
We're gonna say that this is an owlbear that you've raised from a cub.
But if he does die, I can summon
You can yeah. We'll reflavor your summon Greater Steed as a resurrection spell that's for him.
Yeah.
Like, cool. Sorry, Ignis. Now we can continue. Sorry. Stole your turn off, yeah.
That is all good. As a bonus action, I'm going to fly.
Ooh, nice.
At my elemental gift.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hovering now, and I'm going to Eldritch Blast the same column that Hoots is attacking 3 times.
Excellent.
I'll roll 6 times for. Does that make?
I'll save you the pain because as your Eldritch Blasts begin raining down on this golem, a flurry of blasts of force energy come out of Ignis as he's hovering at the back. This little mobile turret blasting away, and as the kind of black smoke clears from your attack, the golem is completely untouched by your magical attacks.
They're immune to force damage, so that's useful. Well, that is my turn then.
These guys are broken.
Oh.
Evil
That
DM's
sucks.
evil.
That does so much damage, 3 Eldritch Blast rays, with all the little bells and whistles.
So-
I've got all
It
the,
does. I mean,
all the evocations on it as well. It's so powerful.
I know. This is a really mean encounter. Do you have any of the stuff like how you knock them back or any of that stuff?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I would say that I would say that the knockback effect would still occur if you wanted to.
He goes back 10 feet. I've also got the one that slows them.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got that too.
Okay, cool. Yeah, also that would also come into effect. So Keith is just going to chill with you for pack tactics.
Yeah, I'm going to kick him and tell him to stay put.
Nice. All right. The first golem. I mean, it's standing right near Flopsy. It levels its palms outwards at you, and crystal darts fire out of its palms towards you. A 24 and an 11. So obviously the first one hits, the second one does not.
It's a reaction.
You got a reaction?
I don't know, I think so. Is that what that hopping is? Or is hopping something different?
Yeah, go to the.
I think
there's a little reaction.
Hopping gives you like a D4 against dexterity saves. But rabbit hop just allows you to jump.
Lucky
no.
footwork.
Never mind. Lucky footwork.
Yeah, it just gives you a D4 on dex saves.
Yeah. Okay. No worries.
If you had something like shield or something, like a spell like that.
Hellish rebuke.
Yeah. Doesn't look like you have any reactions. It's okay. So 20 force damage. This crystalline bolt comes out of its palm and just strikes you in the side. You can feel this blistering pain shoot through your body.
Oh, bro. Did this construct move down my reach? Did it?
Yes, but it was opportunity attacks only occur if it voluntarily moves. So because it was pushed out, unfortunately, it doesn't trigger an opportunity attack. Unfortunately.
I pull on mastery for the exact reason.
All right. So
Nathan, did you take shield mastery, or what's it called?
I've got. I know what you mean. I've got protection though, so
there's protection. Also,
yeah. So I have 3 auras that are basically excluding from me as I'm fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
There's an aura of protection, which means that all friendly creatures within 10 feet of me get a +2 bonus to all saving throws.
Nice.
An aura of devotion, so all friendly creatures within 10 feet can't be charmed.
Mm-hmm.
An aura of courage, so all creatures within 10 feet can't be frightened.
Nice.
I'm going to say these 2 darts went, one for Keith and one for Ignis. So Keith's dead and Ignis takes 18 damage.
Keith's dead again.
I'm gonna cast Hellish Rebuke.
Nice.
Not Keith.
Okay.
Please tell me he's not resistant to fire.
As you lift your finger and point at the golem on the far side, it was the one over here. Fire springs forth, and as the fire clears, you see that not a scratch or not a mark appears on the golem.
Hate it.
They appear to be impervious to all of your magical attacks.
Great, that's just
Yeah.
wonderful.
It's pretty,
I'm just going to do nothing.
it's pretty savage.
We haven't tried necrotic stuff yet.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty.
Think. I'll say think about room features. All right, so that one, this one is going to attack Axel. He's going to slam twice. Oh my god, they're just just hitting with everything. Holy moly! 36 force damage and 13. That's 49 force damage.
I might die here.
That's
We
a
tried.
lot of damage. Axel's turn.
We tried.
Axel gets very furious. He got hit, didn't he? So
Yeah.
so make a
Concentration
check.
which would be DC 18.
Is that just a con?
18 con save.
Check?
Con save. DC 18. That 36 force damage. Oof, no. Oh, oh no. Yeah. I think everyone within 10 feet of you gets a +2, but that still won't quite get there.
Yeah.
Bugger. So Shield of Faith will drop off.
Yeah. So my armor class goes back down to my normal armor class, which is 18.
Yep.
But I'm still on the move.
Mm-hmm.
I move around to here. And I attack the golem again.
Mm-hmm.
13 hit, I don't think.
No. I will bounce off.
And then the second attack,
Nice. That hits.
27. Which does 9 damage, and he also will use He will also use a divine smite.
Nice.
Those guys are right next to the pit, aren't they?
They are.
Golem?
They are right
They
next to the
are.
pit.
How lovely.
That is correct.
Get ready, boys.
Hero
I love
Flopsy.
ideas.
Hero Flopsy's coming.
Oh,
All right, so your Warhammer crashes into the golem on your second swing, and like you've done hundreds of times before, you call on the power of your god to bring down holy vengeance on this creature, and radiant light shoots out from your Warhammer, but just like the glare just bounces off of the crystalline construct, and the smite appears to deal no extra damage.
Guys, these things, they're magically enhanced.
Gave it away.
Well, no one else
Well, my
said
spell
anything.
didn't work.
No one else said anything. All right, Flopsy, what have you got? What's the plan?
Hey,
Let's see.
so I'm going to use shape stone,
Ooh,
and I'm going to make them a slide into the abyss.
ooh, okay. Shape stone. Excellent. So,
Can I do that?
let me just quickly read what you're capable of doing with that. Stone shape. Stone shape? You touch a stone object of medium size or smaller, section of stone more than 5 feet, and form it to any shape that suits your purpose, which can be a ramp,
Take a
a
slide.
slippery slide. Yeah, absolutely. You could, yeah.
Couldn't touch it.
So yeah, so the only thing is that you need to touch the floor beneath its feet. So I will get you. I'll get you to make a dex, or or how do you want to do it? How do you want to? You tell me how you want to do
I'm
it.
just gonna try. How long does it take? It's instantaneous, so I can touch it and hop on. I got my special hop.
Yep. So you're on a ledge above the golem. You need to jump down and somehow touch the ground, basically between its legs. I want you to tell me how you're going to do that. Just describe it to me. Just how it like make it theatrical. Like what are you doing? Like
I tried hopping.
yeah. So you Flopsy like crouches down, wiggles her butt. You can see a little cottontail twitch as she gets down in a crouch and leaps off the edge of the thing, landing right in between its legs. Slams her hand down, and the floor just basically disappears beneath its feet as it slopes sharply down into the pit. The golem, I'll give him a dex save to try and grab onto the edge. Oh, he mega failed that. He reaches out, arms flailing as the ground like just disappears beneath its feet, and it slips and slides for trying to get traction on this slippery slope and just tumbles into the pit. You hear this massive crash as the construct thumps against the floor in the bottom of the pit. Very clever. I'll give you inspiration for that.
hell yeah.
Move on, Flopsy.
Oh,
All right. So that's 100 feet. So it's what d6 per 10 feet. 10d6. 42 damage to it, and it's none of them have flown at all so far. So you don't believe it can get out of there.
Does it hit that sarcophagi or crystal in the middle as well?
You can't. I'd say from where you are, you can't really see down into the pit all the way to the bottom. It's 100 feet down. Flopsy, from where she is on the edge of the thing, you can see it just crash onto the floor next to the sarcophagus.
I'm assuming it gets back up because it's...
Yeah, it's still alive. But hoots magoots.
And I just said it's still alive.
The room is ringing with the kind of sound of this crystalline crash that came from the middle of the room.
Hoots is going to obviously get within the range to do that. Then what am I going to do? So, let's just try and think how
How balls deep you want to go?
Fuck it, let's go that balls deep.
Oh, nice.
I cast haste on myself.
Yeah, go
Actually, no. Yeah, I cast haste on myself. So that means I still get a bonus, another action this turn, don't I? It's like use my original action.
Yeah, you will get one additional one additional action that can only be used to take the attack action. One single weapon attack. Yep.
But do I still get
and then
two
you
attacks?
still have bonus action as well.
Do I still get this?
You can't make a bonus action attack with your weapon.
It's not a bonus action attack. You get two attacks per attack.
So your action, your whole action, which is normally your 2 attacks, is casting the spell haste, and then you're going to get the benefit of haste is that single extra attack on your turn. You don't get
Gotcha.
Casting the spell haste is your full action for your turn.
Cool. Cool. That is perfectly fine.
But you do get one attack. You do get one attack.
Yeah.
You get the hasted attack.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think, do I cast a bonus action spell as well? That would be really good to use at this point in time. No, I'm just going to hit him.
Okay.
Just going to hit him. So I hit him.
Pow.
Does 27 hit?
Definitely. Yep.
Fantastic. I'm going to do that.
10. Nice. And Hunter's Mark.
Cool. And then Hunter's Mark as well. So 16.
Nice.
Then as my bonus action, I'm going to use my Polearm Master. What uses the underside of my halberd.
Oh, yep. Make that backswing.
Oh.
Ooh, unfortunately, I miss. Natural 1. You kind of swing the butt of the polearm around, and it just gets this jarring ring up your arms as you like hitting stone. Ignis.
Yeah.
Sorry, Stephen. Go, Stephen.
Steven is going to try and grapple.
Steven.
Put him in the slide!
Steven's going to try and grapple this.
Alright, go for it. It's a contested strength check with a
Damn
massive
it!
crystal, crystal golem.
Steven has a plus 10 to strength, so plus 5 to strength.
Yeah, that's true. They do have a good wrestle. Steven gets back up on his hind legs and kind of goes toe to toe with this golem, but the golem just twists and throws him off. It's his surface is just too slippery for Steven to get a good bear hug going. Ignis.
Okay, Steven, you tried. It's not Steven to suplex him.
Ignis is going to fly down behind Flopsy.
Yep.
And
push her into the pit.
Push her directly into the abyss. No, I'm going to cast Spider Climb.
Ooh, nice.
Give her more mobility so that
Nice.
she can save us all. And then I'm going to fly back to the corpse of Keith.
I'm on the ceiling.
He's just comfortable being next to a pseudo dragon, whether it's alive
Yeah.
or dead, doesn't matter. Cool.
Think about it. And I
Awesome.
think
That's you. Done. Was it? Yep. All right. The golem at the bottom of the pit. I would say I'd say Flopsy has full cover against him because she can just duck back over the edge. She wouldn't expose herself to his attack, so he can't do any. He stands up, and you just hear this awful scraping sound as though it's trying to climb the smooth stone walls. It's just this horrible nails on chalkboard sound. The golem on the far side is going to fire a crystal dart at Flopsy. 2 crystal darts, sorry. An 18.
Myself.
Oh, an 18. Even the 18 still hits. Ouch, this is gonna hurt. 16 and 17. Oh, it's not too bad.
Much.
That's 33. Ouch.
Owie.
nearly dead.
33 is again both palms forward. Big bolts of crystalline, glowing crystalline darts just slam into Flopsy. She can just again pain ripping through you as your small form just gets punctured by these big darts, and then it starts to kind of walk around the pit.
Has anybody else been hurt, or is it just me?
Axel got hit pretty hard as well, and Ignis. Yeah, a couple of people have been hit.
All of us except Hoots.
Yeah.
Hoots.
He has a high AC at the moment.
Yeah, he's not getting hit. I reckon this golem is going to Hoots has been definitely hitting the hardest. 10, 9. So I think he's going to turn to Hoots and Steven. He's going to level a slam attack against Hoots. Oh, low-key crit.
Oh shit.
Right, and then he goes, oh.
46 damage as it just turns around and punches Hoots
46
straight in
damage.
the face. And then
Ow.
it goes to pick up Steven. Give me a contested strength.
No.
Yes.
8. Boo.
Booed, I hear.
Roll on that one.
19, let's go.
Nice. It attempts to grab Steven's undercarriage and lift him up, but Steven just twists and rolls around and brings out the brawler in Steven. And manages to twist out of the grapple. Axel.
Again, Axel just straight in. 25,
Yep, definitely hits.
8 damage.
Mhm.
This time he'll basically move around towards where Hoots is. And then swing with his second attack.
Oh,
Oh no, not one.
mate.
Savage. The second attack just hit it. You just hit it on the wrong angle, and your warhammer just vibrates, just uncontrollably, and you just don't get the damage in on that second one.
No problem.
That's your turn.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Cool. Flopsy, you are suddenly blessed with the ability to climb climb up and down walls as you wish. In addition to your current skill set, what's Flopsy doing?
We're all kind of dying, aren't we?
Sorry, say again.
Say that again?
I was going to say, so from your vantage point here on the lower tier, I will say that that beneath the ledge that everyone's standing on, the upper kind of level, there are these little alcoves carved into the lower level that you're on, containing canopic jars. You can see a whole bunch of different jars underneath the top level.
I wonder what happens if we broke those.
But yeah, it's actions on you.
Well, we're all kind of dying, aren't we?
You're not in a great spot at the moment.
So can I get myself over to that center canopic jar, near it? We're not touching it yet.
Center one. So just
kind
this
of
one.
use that as cover. Yeah, and kind of use that as cover.
Duck into the little alcove. Yeah,
duck into
absolutely.
the alcove. And will that allow me to cast mass cure cool wounds or whatever for everybody?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'll do that for now. And
Excellent.
then that's my only action, isn't it?
Yeah, unless you had a bonus action, but I don't. Yeah, I don't. I think literally all of your spells are actions. So, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So, what level did you want to cast?
Yeah, only helping. I have 2 weapon fighting.
Yeah,
But
so
I can't do that well.
yeah, you would need
So
to
that's
be
fine.
in melee range.
Let's just start with the healings, and then I have an idea for the next one.
Cool. So
Assuming I live.
Mass Cure Wounds, you can cast it at 5th level or 6th or 7th if you want, but you just keep in mind you only have one 6th and 7th level slot. But it's up to you.
Yeah, but I think we're all gonna die otherwise. So,
Mass Cure Wounds does
We're gonna
quite
do
a
it,
lot of
sorry.
it does do quite a lot of healing, but it's up to you.
yeah, well, I've got to heal 60. That's quite a lot. Is it rolled auto? I don't automatically get the full amount, right?
No, it's 3d8 plus
No.
5.
Yeah, look, we're pretty screwed. So I'm gonna. Oh, whoops, that was the wrong one. Sorry.
That's all right.
Oopsie.
That's fine.
Yourself.
Oh, yeah, that's 7th level.
Sure.
It heals
Pretty sure
everyone.
That's all of us.
It heals everyone. Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, that's Prayer of Healing though. That's not Mass Cure Wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much does it heal?
Different spell.
Yeah, that's the wrong spell. That's
The mass heal.
Oh, darn. Not gonna work now because I've retrieved it.
Mass Cure. Oh,
No, I gotta undo it. Hold on. That goes. Mass cure wounds?
Yep.
Oh, yes, that was the one. What should I do? Yeah, because it's gotta be within 60 feet, because
Yep.
that way I get everybody.
Yep.
Yes. Great.
Cool. Excellent. 24 healing for
and I-
everyone.
Everybody gets 24?
Yep. Nice.
Ooh. And that will be me for now. I'm gonna hang out by this and I'm gonna like take the jar. Not as an action, but just smash it.
Ah, see what happens.
What are you doing? Sniffing it or smashing it?
I'm very excited. Her little teeth pop out and they're going crazy again.
Excellent. Did you guys add the HP yourselves or not? I can't
I
tell.
did.
You did for yours.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm on 99.
And Axel.
Yep.
Nathan, you did. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I did. 183.
Why has mine gone overlaid? I've gone to 113. That's weird.
Oh, that was me. That was.
Oh,
I just added.
107.
I just added the 24 instead.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't know what your max was.
Shh. Manny.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Don't worry about that.
Yes,
That's
Those
feature.
temporary hit points that we
Question,
started
Ro,
with.
how tall are these constructs? 6 feet?
No, they're almost 15 feet. They're quite big. They'd be, yeah, around 15 feet tall. Flopsy. So it's Hoots go.
Yep. Cool. Hoot's feeling powerful. He's going to make an attack.
Ooh,
13 obviously
he does
misses.
not feel so powerful now.
No.
That's alright, you got plenty more attacks
Oh.
where that came from. Oh no! 2 misses.
no.
Hey, there we
20.
go. Got one.
Cool. Finally. Damage. That's 10.
Nice.
Oh.
Flurry of blows comes out of Hoots. And then you bonus action
Yeah, no, bonus action again.
Polar Master thingy majiggy.
19.
Excellent, yeah, that hits as well.
And that is. Oh no, that is this one. 6.
6, and then you can Hunter's Mark on that as well, yeah. An extra 1.
13.
20
20 damage.
Nice. 20 damage. Cracks are definitely showing in the construct, but these things are big, and they are made of crystal, and it is taking a lot of work.
Steve's gonna grapple it.
Yeah. Okay, go again.
Yes!
Oh, no.
Crit!
Oh boy. Oh, what?
Oh wow.
Grappled.
Stephen flexes on this golem. The damage you've done and the cracks starting to form. You can see this glowing liquid oozing out of the cracks as Stephen just bodily wrestles with this golem. It looks intense. It's like the Battle of the Titans as these two massive figures just kind of twisting and turning, trying to get the upper hand.
Steven on his back haunches just like
Mm.
thumps to the ground.
Yeah. Ignis.
Ignis is going to fly down into. I'm assuming he saw Opsy messing around in the alcoves, and is there something there?
Yep.
He's going to fly down to this one, underneath him.
Cool.
He's going to grab the jar.
Yep.
Over here somewhere,
Where am I? So,
and he's going to chuck it at the golem in the pit. That's what I did.
excellent.
Alright.
Alright, so sorry, I need to figure out which one this is. There's
I'd say all of them.
so many different ones.
Hopefully this is the one that just kills shit.
Let's say that this was this
The ones we haven't counted yet.
It's- doesn't have specific location, so I'm gonna roll for it. 2, 3, 4. So roll d10.
Oh, D10.
Okay. Wait, yeah, there's 8. I rolled a d10. Ooh, well. 8. 5. Okay. You throw the symbol on the jar is a book, and you throw it down the bottom. There's the crash of what is it? Not porcelain, but
Ceramic?
yeah, like it's kind of like porcelain shattering as the jar just shatters on the floor at the bottom of the pit. Something small and wet looking flops out of the jar onto the floor. That's a terrible word to use, but that's what happens.
It just flops out.
It just flops out.
Awesome. That was super effective.
Something happened.
Could be. You never know. It could be.
You don't know.
We're going to throw all these on the ground now and find out.
All right. So this is the one at the bottom. I'm gonna assume you duck back over the edge at the end.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't have
yeah.
stayed out in the open.
That would make sense. So he will continue to do nothing. More scraping and clawing noises from the bottom. This guy is going to shoot Steven. That's the biggest target right in front of him. That's a 12. Even a 12 hits. Ouch. That's
Steven.
26 force damage.
Oh,
These
How
two
fast,
big
Steven?
two big bolts.
so he's not breaking out.
He's about
Testing ground.
it's about 5 feet. There's only one 5 foot square between you, so he's like just over 5
Is
feet.
he?
Yeah.
So he's not breaking out of the grapple.
The golem has. Oh, is he breaking? I thought he was shooting. Okay, that's right.
No.
So
No,
how's
this
this
is
when if he's...
no. This is this golem over here is shooting
Oh, okay.
two darts at it. So what was Axel doing something?
Yeah, as a reaction, Axel. Basically, what happens is protection happens. So then, Golem has disadvantage on the attacks against
Okay.
Steven.
Okay, awesome. So we'll re-roll those. Unfortunately, Steven only has a 12 AC, so it's really hard for these guys to miss him. With a...
Diane,
Lower damage.
Yeah.
Diane.
Yeah, we can take the lower damage, so we'll go with 2 12s.
Yeah.
So he'll gain 2. So the 2 bolts kind of pierce Steven's side. Let's out a big hoot. See.
Sad owl noises.
Major sad owl noises. Alright. The golem in front is going to attempt to grapple him back. He's not trying to break the grapple. He's trying to get his own grapple on Steven as well. But that's an 8. Probably not going to get there. Can I get a strength check from Steven? And then it's going to sucker
Steve
punch
passes.
Steven in the ribs.
No, he doesn't.
14 force
I can't
damage.
even grapple.
Grapple doesn't stop you from
16.
the grapple only stops you from moving away from the person who's grappling you. It does not prevent attacks at all, which I don't like. Personally, I think grappling is really weak, but
Yeah, I think Pathfinder rules because Pathfinder,
yeah,
you wouldn't be able to do that.
yeah. No, grapple only. It's the way I think of it is it's basically shirt fronting someone. You're like grabbing them, and you're able to move them around, but they can still punch. They can still like hit you.
Headbutt.
Yeah, headbutt, absolutely. Axel's turn.
So we wouldn't have seen Ignis do anything with those canister or the?
He would have had the sound of crashing down there, but you wouldn't really know what that means, I guess.
Axel just doesn't step forward, just wings again.
Mm-hmm.
He's realizing that a lot of his damage spells aren't going to damage it.
Yeah.
So he just swings both arms.
Nice. The first one will hit. The second one just misses. Or just can't get traction. It's bludgeoning. Warhammer just ringing off of this crystalline surface again and again as you guys are going toe to toe with this thing. Flopsy.
I have a quick question about that wall. So that line next to the golem, is that a wall and I can run behind the wall and come on the other side of it, or is like a wall?
It's a ramp, so the two arrows. Can you see the arrows? Is there an arrow here? Yeah. So the arrows are indicating a ramp up, and this is the kind of landing to the level above. So, technically standing over here, you would sort of be out of sight of the golem. You would be, kind of.
I'm just trying. Am I out of range to his attack? Like, am I going to be out of I'll be shielded and I can get myself over there with the idea of jumping down and doing another slide?
If you can make it over to the ramp, I'll give you a hide or a stealth check to see if you can utilize the ramp as cover.
Okay. What do I do?
So you would just need
race
to use
over there and use a hop.
Yeah. Use your movement and
use
or
my full
hop
movement,
to get
and I
over
can
there.
use my special hop, which is an extra 25 feet.
Yep. And then roll me a stealth check.
Oh dear.
Which you have disadvantage on because you're in male. Cass would be like, she's back. Yeah, you got to roll again. Take the lower because you've got disadvantage because you're in chainmail.
Oh, is that how that works these days? Okay.
Or scale mail, sorry. Yeah, heavy armor causes disadvantage on stealth. Oh no! Oh no! Flopsy runs across, takes a big hop up onto the ramp, and lands with this crashing thud. And then you see the golem's head just turn to where you are. And it's like it's powering up its crystal blast. So I'll just check how far you could move. I think so you could.
You can move further than that. It's 30 and then 25, so it's 55.
And then 25 from there. So you could be over here.
I'm not within, I don't want to be within arm reaching distance from him. I don't want him to be.
I would say being up above him there, he can only blast you with his ranged attack. Yeah.
I know.
Hoots magoots. Let's go.
Hoots is going to. I'm going to do Steven's turn.
Yeah.
He's going to drop. He's a grapple, and he's going to do a full withdrawal.
So I'll say.
It said it doesn't take action to drop it.
No. Yeah, it doesn't take an action to release the grapple, but I will say that the way I rule grappling, having someone having someone grappled allows you to throw them with a further strength check.
Okay.
So,
you know what? I'm gonna throw him as far as I can.
Yeah. So I mean, this is like a very heavy 15-foot tall crystal construct. So you're not going to be able to throw him far, but but you can knock him off this ledge. Yeah. So you can throw him down onto the lower floor.
Are you suplex? So he's.
So Stephen turns and shoves the golem off the upper level. And this is why I was using the golem's turn to try to grapple him back, because that would have meant that Stephen would have to go down with him. But no, the golem doesn't have a grip on Stephen, so Stephen can throw him, and he crashes down to the floor below. It's only 20 feet down, so it's just 2d6.
A little bit help.
9 damage as it crashes down to the floor below. That's Stephen's turn. Hoots can still go.
Yeah, Hoots is gonna drop down to here.
Roll me like an athletics check or something to lower yourself down, because it's 20 feet down. You can't just leap. Okay, nice. Parkour your way down.
Yeah, and then continue their movement and then start attacking it. Is it on the ground or how did it land?
Yeah, it would be prone, so you would have advantage.
Awesome.
3 attacks with advantage. Let's go. So
I take the 20.
We'll group the. Actually, you can. Actually, all of those hit. So do with it.
I'll roll
I mean, yeah, you can roll 3 more. See if you get a crit.
So the first one's athletics. You don't worry about that.
Oh,
one.
sorry. Yeah, my bad.
So I'll roll 4 more, and it's all go from there.
Cool. Happy days. Oh, so close to critting.
And
19. No crits. But definitely 3 hits. Easily 3 hits.
Cool. So this is the first one. 13 plus 6.
Mm-hmm.
Second one.
That's 21. 26.
So 13 plus 5 is 18. Plus that 19, so it's 23.
27, I'm counting.
28. 27. And my second last attack. 11.
So 27, 38. 42. Holy moly, 42 damage.
And I'm going to do my bonus attack now.
Yep. Oh, not one.
There's a 19 hit.
Yes, a 19 hits.
Rad. Plus 8.
42.
Ah.
51. Holy cow. That's a big chunk of damage. Hoots leaps down and just starts smashing this pole arm down onto the golem on the ground. You can see these blistering cracks just forming all over its body now, as it's lost a lot of its structural integrity, and it's starting to crumble. Ignis.
Obviously, because I take so much in that turn, I can't yell anything out. Don't worry, all good.
Talking is free.
You kill the Canopic jars!
I'm not meant to throw them. Is that what you're saying?
Kill the Canopic jars! It's all the plumes of feathers are puffed up.
Nice.
All right. Seems fair enough.
Ignis.
I'm going to go grab another jar.
Mm-hmm.
Back down at my old mate.
Yep. All right. 8. Can't be another 5. 5's already gone. 1. Okay. Again, something wet drops to the ground out of the jar when you smash it. How far away are you? roll me a perception check, Ignis.
Yeah, I go to that one.
I'm very perceptive.
Roll the one.
Yeah.
I'm giving it to him because he would be looking for something happening when these jars are smashing. So that's why I'm giving him a roll. But a nat one, I'm afraid, is just not going to do it. But you do hear the echoing voice again. You don't know what you're doing. You are ruining years of meticulous preparation. Kill them!
Better.
Call off the golems, or there'll be more smashing.
You would suffer my wrath.
Yeah.
The golems pause. All of them stop.
Oh,
In their actions.
it works, Manny.
They're all just standing motionless with their hands like kind of frozen where they would be about to attack, but they're just kind of standing still.
Standing still.
Yeah.
When can we
What?
go again?
What are you doing? Destroy the Canopic jars.
Well, it's up to
Can
you. I mean, you guys can freely act now because they're not taking actions at the moment. So
Hoots Magoon takes out a javelin from his backpack and throws it at a Canopic jar.
This goes up and smashes another one too.
okay, cool.
Popsy's gonna push
Yeah.
the golem into the abyss.
like a jump kick.
Yes, with her hind legs because they're very powerful.
Okay, all right.
Amazing.
Okay. Yeah. All right. We'll let that play out. You can do an athletics check with advantage for Flopsy.
Nice. Oh, again, you might get high.
You mean I roll again? Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you've got advantage this time. Yeah, 17. It's. Oh, I reckon it's probably just enough. Given your small stature, but she's a mighty rabbit. She's small, but she's mighty. She wedges herself with her back to the kind of ramp and kicks out with her two powerful legs, knocking this golem down into the pit. There's a horrendous crashing noise, and the Axel has dropped down. Did you just say Axel was dropping down?
Yeah, I was asking how far down it is.
Okay, yeah, it's 20 feet to drop down, but I mean you've got time at the moment, so
I just said that.
potentially just quite safely lower yourself or walk around to the ramp.
Right, yeah. I don't think Axel
You know when I can go again.
would dash around.
Yeah. I would say that given the fact that Flopsy is kicking him into the pit, this other golem might actually land on the sarcophagus as well. He might have got a bit of air off of the edge. And as it hits, there's this horrendous blast. As he hits the sarcophagus, there's this huge blast of arcane energy, and you guys can feel the heat of it singeing you, as like flames and like a force wave kind of emanate from the center of the pit. You can't see anything down there at the moment. It's just black with char. Axel goes, sprints down and grabs another jar. Ignis, what were you doing?
I was going to
You were
throw a
grabbing
jar as well.
jar as well. Hoots was also grabbing a jar, or
I was going to throw a javelin.
oh, you were throwing a javelin in a jar. Cool.
How many jars do we have left to bust open?
So that's 1, 2. 2 have been smashed. You're about to get rid of another 3. So that's
I'll say 3 more.
like 3 left. Yeah. But so you'll each get this kind of one round where they're frozen and they're not attacking you because they wanted you to stop, but then they're going to reanimate. So Hoots, you can do a javelin attack.
Push the other one in! Push the other one in!
It's on the ground. It's laying there.
Put it in!
Oh, crit, nice. Your javelin sails across and skewers this other canopic jar over here, and it crumbles, but you don't see anything inside it. That one appears that it might have been empty. Axel grabs his one. That's done. And that one was also empty. So where are we? Flopsy's done. Ignis, Hoots is done. Oh no, Ignis. Ignis is another one. 24. Oh, this is weird. That might be. Yeah, the golem up here just crumbles to dust as you throw your jar down the bottom. It shatters down the bottom. Another wet organ flops around, flops out of the jar, and this golem just crumbles into the floor.
Awesome.
There's still a couple of jars remaining, but there's no threat now.
Did these ones blow up in the middle?
Does what blow up in the middle?
What happened to the constructs in the middle?
There was an enormous explosion, and you can't see down the bottom of the pit. It's like smoking.
And Flopsy sprint down to the last jars and just smash them as well.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
It's just gonna do like a run by knocking, like when you do like a clothesline, all of them.
Yeah. Excellent.
The only reason I asked for it because I knew there was an explosion. I just want to see if the explosion's sort of gone by just yet, or
yeah, sure, yeah. It's just it was so huge. It's just like still smoking, and there's like a cloud of greenish fog mixing with the smoke. So yeah, it's really hard to see down there.
Run away!
Smashing the last 3 canopic jars, you do find
Our friend.
You do find a pair of glasses in one with there's a pair of eyeballs, but there's also a pair of glasses as well.
No.
Did our friend wear glasses?
Again.
Sorry?
Did our friend wear glasses?
No, man, I stand.
Myers.
Myers
Did he?
dead.
Yes, Dan.
Oh no, no, it's okay. We can regenerate him. I can regenerate him tomorrow.
You never put his eyeballs down.
Yes, yes, that's my specialty.
Yeah, if she has resurrection, she can resurrect people from just an eyeball. True resurrection can go from like nail clippings. It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep him in your pocket.
I think it's like within 100 years, and all you have to have is like a nail
Yeah.
clipping. It's nuts.
Isis, by the power of Isis,
Yeah.
I shall bring him.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. The glasses are a magic item. So.
Are we sure this is my stand?
What's the name to it?
You don't know. I don't know how familiar were you with my stand. Do you reckon? How big is the bureau? Do we reckon? Do you reckon there's yeah? I reckon there's heaps of people. I don't know that you would specifically know this Maya stand person.
None of us can remember his name. We hardly knew him very well.
This is true. So it might have been Maya Stan, it might not have been.
No. How do we know? Maybe we should keep all these organs and resurrect them.
But the
most of them are down in the pit.
the room has returned
say-
to silence.
You're assuming that they're all dead.
This is true.
Not all people that get put into Canopic jars Flopsy are good people, remember?
Good or evil.
That one crumbled.
Okay. So
Hoots
we
goes
broke
down
them
to
all
this
up.
last Canopic jar and pushes it over.
I was
thought we
just
did them.
I was just kind of summarizing. Yeah, Flopsy went and drive by the last three.
Awesome.
So there is an exit to the north of the room. The pit in the center is still this just smoking mess of
Oh,
Let's keep going. We just got out.
may I humbly request a brief short rest?
Not in this room.
yeah, it's up to
That
you.
doesn't have to be
What do
right
you guys want to do?
Maybe we can go up the top corridor and have a little down there.
Up to you.
Well, I don't
You let
think
me know what you wanna do.
this corridor doesn't go anywhere. So we have to go back out the way we came. Right?
Flopsy
Uh,
feels this
does
very
it-
warm hand on her, and she feels Axel touch her.
There is a.
And she gains 20 hit points back.
Hey,
Oh,
nice.
thank you.
Nice. There is an exit to the north of the room. But yeah, up to you guys.
I think we bounce.
I'm curious as to what happened with that sarcophagus, but I don't think we're really able to.
You would need to go all the way down.
There's a slide. You could
What
slide down.
Slide only goes 5 feet, unfortunately.
Maybe we should just move on. Hey?
I don't know what else we can do to keep it down there. Whatever's down there.
Well, I'm happy to do whatever as long as we can get a short rest soon.
Mhm.
In the bathroom.
Yeah, we might have a real life short rest, bathroom
Okay,
break.
cool.
Fair enough.
Thanks.
I'm happy
5
to
minutes.
keep going a little bit longer.
Yeah.
As I haven't heard anything from Ellie yet, so I'm pretty good to keep going. If you guys are.
We go a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And-
Right, so
let's take a
yeah,
5-minute
we'll
break.
Yeah, we'll just do a real quick break and get back into it.
I use laying hands on myself during this time.
No
To heal
worries.
Stephen and myself.
Easy, cool. let's get back into it.
Yep, Sherry's just around the corner.
That's fine. It's just no stress. Did you guys decide short rest in this room or continue on?
Do you really need it, Chris?
I'm not going to be hugely useful if there's another battle soon.
Hey, let's take it then.
Just a really quick one.
Yeah, Warlock's to explain, Warlock's only get 2 spell slots.
I have 3 actually.
3,
it's still not a lot.
3 spell slots. It's
The Nats are born sprinters.
it's very sad. Yeah. Okay. So you take a short rest in here. You're just there's a very kind of awkward hour passes where you kind of patch up your wounds and discuss strategy for the rooms to come. You just constantly feel like you're being watched. As Nathan said earlier, the eyes on the walls and around you just seem to shift and be watching your every move. So it's very very awkward and claustrophobic. Even though you're in quite a large space, you just feel like you can't get away from them. But the hour passes safely, and you can all chalk up a short rest if you want to roll hit dice and or
Actually,
I don't know
I'm
if you
gonna
recover anything.
no, I don't get any of my spells back. Most of my stuff I use get back on a long rest.
That puts you back on full flopsy because you get the 20 from
Okay.
from Axel as well.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know.
And then do we get any spells back?
Any what? Sorry. Any spells
Do we
back?
get any spells back?
Some of them you probably
no.
will.
I don't think clerics. Clerics would get their channel divinity if you used it.
Mhm.
I think that's a short rest, but
Okay.
It'll automatically beyond D&D Beyond will automatically.
It automatically does it.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
oh no,
Alright.
I think I can hear her waking up.
Oh,
I think,
It's
I
alright,
think
mate.
Alright, done pretty well.
I think my time might be up. I don't know. She might settle. Just give me a second.
question then: would people be okay continuing this on same time next week then? Just to finish it off.
Yes.
No, next week. I think Nathan DMs Tuesday.
Yeah.
Um,
I could do another day if you guys. Okay.
Yeah, we can organise
Free round
another
practice.
another
Yeah.
time.
Because I actually enjoy playing Hoots from Goots and would love to finish this little module.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it too. There's honestly there's not a lot to go, so it would only need to be a short session. I don't know if she's not fully crying yet. She's just groaning, so I don't know. Sometimes she settles. We can keep.
We've had our short rest.
No, yeah, we might have to do it another day. Sorry.
It's alright, mate.
Yeah, but
That's all
yeah,
good.
as I said, it'll only need to be a short session. We could probably pencil in like an hour or maybe 2 to just finish it up. I don't think it'll take too long. So yeah, we'll discuss it in the group and
Yep.
we'll figure it out. Thank you guys so much. It was a long and fairly brutal combat there with some very annoyingly overpowered golems, but you did good. Lots of creative thinking. Definitely one shots definitely highly reward creative thinking rather than brute force. So All right, awesome. We'll see you guys next time.
See you
Thanks so
later,
much,
guys.
mate.
Bye.
Yeah.
Stay
Have a good
safe
night,
in
all.
Sydney, guys.
Yep.
Thanks a lot, mate. We'll be back soon. We'll see you then.
Bye.